Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing wonderfully. This is Curtis Tomatoes, and I'm doing this video for my Facebook group, Heirloom Tomato Seeds and Pictures, and also for my YouTube channel. Right here in front of me, what I have is I'm going to show you how I save seed from step 0 all the way to the end. Okay? The first thing I do when I'm saving seed is that I try to select the ripest fruits. This doesn't mean that you can't use fruits that are rotting or almost rotted. But for the sake of this video, we're going to use fruits that are well ripened. Okay? Today we have here a Goldman's Italian American. See that right there? Goldman's Italian American. What I do is, when I get my ripe fruits, I select a container, I half it with water, I cut my fruit, okay? See the seed cavities? I do it two ways. The first way I do is I dip my finger in like so, and I squeeze them out, okay? Out like so. And then I would give one good squeeze. And if you want, you can get back in there and you can get everything that's left in there, all the seeds. When I have a lot of seeds to do, and I can't take the time to be so careful, I just go like so. Squeeze it, turn it, squeeze it and turn it, and shake. Squeeze it and turn it and shake. And with that method, you can be sure you will get almost 95% of the seeds out. Okay? Once that is done, okay, now you have it here, it's done. Let's put that aside. The following day, you should look something like this here, where all of the goo starts rising to the top and the seeds starts falling to the bottom. Okay? After each day, I forgot to bring a stick here, so I'll once or twice a day, I will go and I will stir them. Usually I do it just once. When I stir them, that allows the seeds to separate from the other stuff, you know? The seeds fall to the bottom. By day 3, you will mostly have gunk on top. And by day 3, when you go to your thing, it'll look something like this, right here. It gets moldy. See that mold right there? That's mold. This is about day 3. Okay? You still want to stir this mold. You want to stir it. Now have a look here. Notice the seeds in the bottom are starting to fall to the bottom. They're not sticking on top anymore. Alright? Check that out. They all fall into the bottom. So by day 3, the majority of the seeds would fall to the bottom. Once that is done, I will give it another day or 2 before I decide to wash these seeds out. What do I do when I wash the seeds out? Well, I can't do it in this video because I'm not at a sink. But what I do when I wash the seeds out, I basically, first thing I do is I spray the top and stir to make sure everything that's supposed to be in the bottom is in the bottom. Automatically, everything that's supposed to be on top will come to the top. Once that comes to the top, I throw them out like so, okay? Until I get like right here. I want to make sure that I don't throw most of the seeds away. Okay, so you gotta watch. That's why you want to make sure that the process is done over 4 or 5 days, maybe even 6 days, so that everything that's supposed to be on top will come to the top, everything that's supposed to sink will come to the bottom, right? This is about day 3, and I think it needs a couple of days more, but I can almost safely do that and be sure that I'm not throwing away any seeds, because I can see most of the seeds here are already in the bottom. You want to bring the camera closer? Most of the seeds there are already in the bottom. Can you see them there? They're in the bottom. And what I just threw out was mainly gunk. Okay? So that's day 3. By day 5, you can complete that process. Give it a nice stirring. Your water may be a bit clearer, a bit more clear. Then you want to throw that stuff out. If it's not, it's fine. 5-6 days is fine. You want to throw all the gunk on top. You want to wash those seeds out. I spray them with my nozzle, get them all clean. Then I throw out the water, spray until the water becomes clear. Make sure you don't throw the seeds out. Okay? When you spray the water in there, you want to give it about 15 seconds for everything to settle once again. Everything has to be settled right here. Settled right there. Okay? Once that is settled, and you have everything clean, then I will begin to throw the seeds on this strainer. All right, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that's all gunk there, because it mostly is, right? I stir it, and then I would come closer. See the seeds there? They're not quite ready yet. They're not quite ready yet. But I just want to show you the process. This here is a screen wire that I use from the screen door wire. That allows the the water to drain out, and also it allows for the seeds to dry pretty much more quickly, because air is allowed from the bottom and on the top, right? Once that process is done, I allow my seeds to dry out. I allow my seeds to dry out for until they're dry. I put mine in the greenhouse. On a sunny day, I can dry them out in 1 day. If it's not sunny, if it's gloomy, 2 days, maybe 3. I want to make sure they're dried properly before I put them in before I go to the next stage, because the next stage will include putting them in Ziploc baggies, and you want to make sure that they're dry so they don't start condensating and molding. So your seeds have to be really well dry before you put them in the baggies, okay? Otherwise they may mold and just spoil. They will be of no use to anybody, okay? Once that is done, then this is what you have here. Bring it closer, Jay. That's what you have right there. Okay, seeds are dried. The next stage after you're drying, which, by the way, guys, all the way through the process, make sure and label everything. Okay, you don't want to lose the process. Okay, so you want to label everything. Okay, once that is done, I use these Avery color labels. I do everything with that. I label everything with that. They've saved my life. Once that is done, okay, I will label my little baggie. It's kind of windy here. Label my baggie. It says Goldman's Italian American. Okay. Okay. And okay, once that is done, I go to the next stage. Okay. Scrape them out into a plate. Okay. And I separate them. These are already separated. Okay. They're separated. Now they're separated and they're ready to all well and dried. See these seeds here? Well and dried. They're ready to go into the bag. Okay. I will bag my seeds. And I will store them somewhere. I actually put them into another penny coin envelope, which I don't have here. Sorry about that, but I put these into a coin envelope because the seeds like to stay dark. So I put them into a paper envelope and I stick them somewhere that's dark in the refrigerator. And these seeds, if they're fertile, can last you many, many years. This is how we continue the tradition of saving seeds and continue saving our cultivars, by just doing this. Now, this whole process was done not only because it's fancy, it was done simply because this process of fermenting your seeds kills the pathogens, the diseases on the seeds, and it gives your seedlings and your plants a better chance of being healthy next season. Okay? So this is just not for show. It's also because you want your plants to have a good start and perhaps not even be diseased. A seed that's diseased will have disease on it, okay? This tomato right here, I washed before I brought it out here. I wasn't going to take a tomato from the garden, not wash it, bring it out here, mess around with it, and then touch my seeds, because I'm taking this disease that's on this tomato if I didn't wash it out properly, putting it back right on the seeds, and then your whole process was for nothing. So you want to make sure that you're really careful that you're not continuing a cycle of spreading these diseases on your seeds. You want to wash your fruits or wash your hands before you touch your seeds. If you went to the garden, you want to make sure you wash your hands before you touch your seeds. You don't necessarily have to wash your tomatoes from the garden unless you're going to touch your seeds or your seed packet or something. You want to be very careful with that. Okay? So thanks again for watching. Water, squeeze, day 1. You can come closer if you want to. Day 1. Okay? Day 3, you get some gunk on top. It's moldy. After day 3, you wash it, you put it on your screen, it dries out, you know. Most of the times it will dry out like that, it had in a big clump, dries out in a clump, you separate it, you label everything from start to finish, okay? You label your baggie, you put your seeds in your baggie, you put this plastic baggie in an envelope of some sort. I use the 2x3 inch coin envelopes, stick them in there, you label that envelope, you put your seeds somewhere where you can find them, in a refrigerator, somewhere cool. This seed can last you 15, 20, 30 years and still get decent germination out for that time if you do the right thing with them, okay? I'm Curtis Tomatoes. That was my how I save seed video. Don't forget to check out my videos on YouTube at Tomato Pictures, and also my Facebook channel, okay? Facebook page at Heirloom Tomato Seeds and Pictures. I love you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.